Did y'all watch Show Nuff interview? Did y'all watch Show Nuff interview? Because baby, oh, the way she butchered these names and the way she butchered stuff in this interview was a key to me. Do you hear me? But most of all, we have to talk about the truth because a lot of the truth was missing in that interview. All right, y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, let me know if y'all can hear me. This is about to be funny. Okay, this is about to wear me out. Can I do it from here? Lord, please say yes. Okay, y'all can hear me. Cool. All right. Come on. What is this? What is doing this? This is supposed to be the chat. What is happening? Oh Lord, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. This is supposed to be the chat. This is not supposed to be. What happened? Okay, maybe if I go. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what that happened. Okay, let's take it off and put it back. Oh my God. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh wow. Okay, I'll look at the comments from another place because I don't know what that happened. I don't want y'all, if y'all can hear me, I ain't trying to set up no new live or nothing like that. So we gonna go by what we see. And I can just pull up the comments on my phone. Alright, y'all. Let's get into it, honey. Let me speak to y'all and then we're gonna get into the things. Alright, first up in here was Miss P2 Ross. What's up, boo? How are you? Demi, I see you in the house. What's going on? Miss Rory, I see you. Mia, what it do? Mama Bees, what's going on? Miss LaQuanda, what's up with you? Let's see. Yeah, foolishness on Memorial Day. Mel MCC, what's going on with you? Sweet P, what's up? What it do? Gigi, what's going on? Girl, what's the T? What it do? Shay W, what's going on? Mia said nope, because I don't watch anything she do. I know that's right. Hey, Miss Phyllis, how are you? Miss Angie B, I see you. Omar, I see you. Who's those white folks? What white folks? What white folks? Kate Calloway, what's going on? What white folks is you talking about? What's going on, Miss Renee? What's going on, Miss Phenomenal Black Woman? RMP, what's going on? What's up, y'all? I'm going to give just a few minutes for the people to get in here, and then we're going to get started, because I want to address something, because I guarantee you it's going to be brought up, and I want to let y'all know something, okay? Y'all, and it's one white person in that group, and that's Victor. This is bro chat. Omar, you can't come in here and talk about who them white people are. Who's them white people? I was like, what? Now who's the white people though? I cannot take who is the white people. Alright, mods, if y'all are in the building, here's what I'm going to say. Here we go. I know someone is going to get ready to ask the question. Chef, you said you no longer wanted to be in the Loving Maritinsville sector, and you said you were moving on. Girl, I did say that, but I also said that if something happens out here in these streets, I was going live about it. I also said that as well. Okay? And y'all already know when it comes to Wanda, it's up and stuck. You know, I'm gonna kiki, I'm gonna laugh about it. And guess what else? In case if y'all had that question, I'm grown. And I reserve the right to do whatever I wanna do. Okay, that's that. All right. It is not too clear, man. It's only one, y'all. It's only one. Jesus, lamb. Oh Lord, I can already tell where this is about to go. Lord, help me with your people, cause your people is already on some petty stuff, Lord. Lord, help them, because they already being petty, and we ain't even got into the interview yet, Lord. Y'all already ready to be petty. It ain't too. Damien, I don't believe Damien is white. I don't believe so. I don't think so. Can y'all at least let me get into introducing everybody and stuff, please? Lord Jesus. The people is petty, Lord. Help them, Lord, because they petty. They being petty, Lord, already. Hey, boo. Hey, Tink. What's going on, boo? Listen. Y'all. Okay, let's just go ahead and get into the interview. Let me just tell y'all who Bro Chat is so y'all don't have to keep trying to figure it out, okay? Shout out to Bro Chat. Bro Chat is the host is Mitch. Okay, in case if you guys do not remember, a couple weeks ago when Melody went live about the lawsuit with AL, Mitch came up on to let Melody know that he had been shopping them documents and stuff around. Okay, so Mitch cool people. Mitch real cool people. Victor is real cool people. Victor, in my opinion, most of the time I agree with Victor. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Most of the time, I agree with Victor. However, what they have is basically they have a panel discussion, right? A panel debate, basically. And so they interview several people. They have interviewed ladies from the Real Housewives and stuff like that. So, you know, they just do their interviews. Now, I do believe that this interview was before the Melody and AL situation happened. Okay. So, we're going to get into it. Miss maybe cool. Now see, I ain't know all that now. I ain't know all that, JB. I ain't know all that now. Listen. So, first of all, I want to say this. I don't ever like to go in on anybody who is conducting an interview because everybody's interview style is different. That's number one. Number two, I think that I never really go in on interviewers because again, you gotta get your coin the best way you can get your coin. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be mad. Get your interview. But in this interview, it was a lot of lies, honey. It was a lot of lies. Clock that T, because it was lots and lots of lies. Okay, it's lots and lots of lies. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get into the interview, honey. Mods, I say only remove comments that are disrespectful. If Wanda's name is said, I mean she is the topic of discussion, so I don't really care. The one thing that I do care about is people bringing sideways stuff up in here that's not being discussed. That's something I do have a problem with. So, but as long as we stay on topic, we're good, baby. All right, here we go, child. Let me go ahead and get into this, child. Hold on. Let's start from the beginning. Let me share my screen. Yeah, it was a lot of lies told, honey. Lots and lots of lies told. So I said, you know what? It's a holiday, honey. I was supposed to have been there and got y'all housewives, but I was like, it's okay. Housewives can wait a little bit. Because let me get this out. Because them lies, boy. And when I heard she was getting hatched, oh, that was hilarious. Hatched? Yeah, y'all, my paperwork, child. It will hatch, y'all. Yeah, they hatched me. Child. Yep, they hatched me. They hatch my computer. They hatch all my paperwork. Yep, they hatch it all. Hatch like a bird. All right. Again, mods, they are okay as long as if Wanda's name is said, of course, because Wanda is the topic of discussion, it's going to be hard not to say her name. I understand them saying her name. Delete the comments in which they bring mess. Okay? They bring mess. If they bring mess, y'all can delete them. But if they're talking about, stuff dealing with this, I don't mind the comments. Okay? Alright. Y'all ready? Child? Let me turn my desktop thing on so y'all can hear. Alright, here we go. Let me know once it starts playing if you guys can hear it. Okay? Alright, let's go.
So, Miss Wanda, you're one of the most talked about cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I have not been posting yet because I don't have somebody hashed my internet somehow. I don't know.
People either loved you or hated you, right? Let's not say hate. Didn't like you. That's just the way life goes, right? There were rumors that Mel and the Millimeters didn't want you on the show anymore, and they put pressure on production. That's not talking about a kid, in my opinion. You saying go find your baby daddy. To me, that's not talking about a child.
Miss Wanda, you're being accused of setting up Anthony for when he arrived that he'd get beat up.
I don't care about you talking about me because you don't know me.
A woman came forward and said she was sexually involved with your daughter's husband, Marceau Scott.
Bye, baby.
It's happy to see you.
Hey, Victor.
Hello.
Hi, how
How
y'all
you doing?
doing? Hey,
Hey,
Daniel, you
I'm so
watch the
happy to
TV?
see you.
Hey, Victor.
Hello.
Now,
Okay,
wait a minute before
welcome
we
back.
before we go any further. Before we go any further, his name is Damien. Okay, she worked with Damien. In case if y'all did not know, Damien was a producer on Love and Marriage Huntsville. He is at the bottom, left hand corner. Used to um he used to be a producer on Love and Marriage Huntsville. The man's name is Damien, but this woman is going to continue to call him Daniel throughout this interview. Like, hey, now I know I'm bad with names, but my God, today, the man's name is Damien, not Daniel. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Daniel. I know you, Daniel. I know you, Daniel. Hey, Daniel. How you doing, Daniel? Daniel is not his name.
Bye, babies. I see y'all later, okay? Your mama came and got y'all. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.
You too, girl. See you later. I'm Mitch. I'm the creator of Bro Chat,
Hey,
and
Mitch.
these are my bros. We are so happy to have you.
I'm so glad to be part of you guys.
We've been talking about you quite a bit and how we're excited to talk with you. I feel like you got a lot to say, right?
Now, damn, you know I have a whole lot to say. Whatever y'all want to hear, I'm here. I'm here for it.
He was just
Good to
Daniel. Now he
hear.
Damien.
So, Miss Wanda, you're one of the most talked about cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and the bros were so happy to have you. But before we dive into Love and Marriage Huntsville, we have to talk about your business, your food truck.
This
What
is
inspired you to start this venture, start your food truck?
when my mom passed away 7 years ago. She always cook. So I wanted to keep the memories going on. So I always like she's the best chicken cooker you ever wanted. I can't get the chicken like her. I can't get the cornbread like her. But I got those potatoes.
I want to say something, but I don't want her to think I'm talking about her mama.
So
So let
I'm
me
doing
skate on
chicken,
past the child.
potatoes. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm just throwing out. Even like I'm gonna just throw some out there. Living rice. A lot of people don't like living rice, but
I've
that's
never
just
had lemon rice.
you never had living
No,
rice?
I haven't. That
Ooh,
sounds
ooh,
good.
baby, me.
Okay, let me help you, Mitch. Let me help you. She did not say lemon rice. She said liver and rice. Let me, I need to back up and give you. I need to. I need to let you know what she said. She didn't say nothing about no lemon rice. She said liver and rice. Okay, you know how she make liver Sally and all of that. She didn't say lemon rice. She said liver and rice. Okay, liver and rice. All right. Okay, liver and rice, not lemon rice. And I don't think you want that liver and rice. I don't think you want it. I really don't. We're just trying to save your stomach from the the burbles in your stomach. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Liver and rice. Oh God. Liver and rice. Y'all, he thought she said lemon rice.
Stuff that I'm just throwing out. Even like I'm gonna just throw some out there. Living rice. A lot of people don't like living rice, but
I've
that's
never
just
had lemon rice.
you never had living
No,
rice?
I haven't. That
Ooh,
sounds
ooh,
good.
baby, Mitch. Ooh, ooh. It is the bomb. You need to come to Alabama and try it.
I
Yeah.
Yes.
will.
But
I
my
wish I
place
would
is
travel to
growing
Alabama
out
to eat some
here in
liver and
Alabama.
rice. Girl.
I have all type. I got one that called "Take Me Back to Bessemer." Oh my God! And the reason why it's not even "Take Me Back to Bessemer" because I'm thinking about all the stuff my mom used to cook. And
I promise y'all she's saying liver and rice. It sounds like she's saying lemon and rice, but she is definitely saying liver and rice. I promise you. I promise y'all. I promise y'all.
in Bessemer, Alabama, right? So I said, "Take me back to Bessemer." So y'all know Bessemer is spelled Bessmer, but I spelled it Bessma. So I said, "Take me back to Bessemer," like mom at the end.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Got you.
So
What?
yes, so That's why I got to take me back to Bethmont. But it is doing great. I'm at just about all the events, and I have not been posting yet because I don't have somebody hashed my internet somehow. I don't know what happened, but yeah,
So
someone
where
trying
can
to steal
people get
my name.
updates? Where can people get updates on your food truck? Like where you're gonna be throughout the week?
What the hell is
Oh,
hatched?
that's what I was saying, that they hatched my all my paperwork and stuff that I was doing my live on. That's why y'all have not seen me being live here lately, because
That don't got nothing to do with you going live, lady. He asked you where you gonna be. He asked you where you gonna be posted up at, lady. You were talking about being hatched. We don't even know what being hatched is, first of all. That's the first thing. The second thing is, again, he asked you where you gonna be. Your paperwork was hatched. And then you talking about, that's why y'all ain't seen me live. No, we ain't seen you live. Because I'm pretty sure them people told you to stay off live while you filming. Mm-hmm. But ma'am, he asked where you gonna be. You were talking about being hatched. The hell is that? Hatched? What do being hatched have to do with you being posted up in a certain place with your food truck?
I've been hatched a lot. So
Your
yeah,
Instagram
my
got hacked.
page have.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So when you
So
get that back,
but
you'll
I got
post.
everything up and running now.
Hmm.
I got everything up and running now. I got everything taken care of yesterday. So y'all gonna be hearing a lot of me. But yeah, I be through the Fairfield area. That's here in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And I also be in Bessemer a whole lot. At all the events that they have here in Bessemer and Birmingham area. So yeah, I will be throughout. But if I go to Huntsville, it's a special order.
Okay.
I got to fight with Moscow.
Mm.
He would put my truck on his lot.
Yeah, at Black.
Exactly.
Right.
Because he
Right.
think his cooks back there can outdo me, but he know if I come down there, I'm gonna outdo his cook, so he gonna want me. Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Um, Wanda, you and I, for those that don't know, you and I worked together
Sure.
at the beginning when Love and Marriage really first started. And people, I'm just gonna be real with it. People either loved you or hated you, right? Let's not say hate. Didn't like you, didn't like you. That's just the way life goes, right? And the way
Right.
this reality TV thing goes. But you were, for me and a lot of us, a favorite on that show. And then it feels like you just kind of slowly fizzled out. So explain to us what happened, because there were rumors that Mel and the Millimeters didn't want you on the show anymore, and they put pressure on production. And then, so I want to hear from you. What do you think happened to where we haven't seen you the
Here we
last
go,
few
child.
seasons?
Hold on.
Well,
Hold on. Before we get to this point, mash that like button. Yeah, I'm a beg for y'all to mash that like button. It's 170 people in here and we got 79 likes. We should definitely have over 100 likes. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but just because we talking about Wanda do not mean I will not net a balls, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I ain't starting it back up until we get 100 likes. Y'all think this be a game. You over here, girl. Hit the like button, girl. It won't hurt you. We got 89 likes thus far. They saying no netter balls. I'll keep on. It's gonna be netter ball century over here. We got 8 more likes. Come on, 8 more likes. 8 more likes. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Hit that like button. And again, I'm just trying to help y'all so y'all don't get netterballed. Okay, one more like. One more like. There we go. We got it. Let's go, baby. But keep hitting that like button, please. And also, if you like to bless the catch up, because I know she probably gonna drag me this week. Wanda probably gonna get on live and drag me this week. And so, in honor of that, y'all could send some catch ups. let's go. Because I'm finna drag in a minute.
Right after the Madani thing, the fight at Madani,
Mhm.
they put all the pressure on me. And my thing was, I was invited there from day one from Destiny. And then the show knew I was going to be there. So they said no. They called me like a day before the event and told me, well, we need you to film. So my thing was, Destiny was like, well, we don't have anyone there that sell food. So after her event, I knew the cast was gonna be there. So she was like, I just want you to come down and I want you to sell whatever, you know. I said, do you want me to do soul food? Do you want me to do finger foods or whatever? So she was like, whatever you wants to do. So I'm like, okay. So I decided to do a little soul food and finger food at the same time.
Mhm.
So at that time when I got there, I mean a day before I got there, they was telling me they want me to film.
Wanda, you remember how you said that I couldn't fuck with you unless I proved that I was a real chef? You can't fuck with me until you can tell me how in the world you have finger foods and soul food down in the hot ass sun. That potato salad was sitting on the ground, okay? Potato salad, whatever it was. We had a chitlin bucket over here where we was washing our hands and stuff like that. Like, we are not on the same frequency. I just want you to know that. We are not the same, honey. We are not the same. In case if y'all didn't know, it was a live that she did one time and she was like, you can't fuck with me till you prove to me that you a real chef. Ma'am, you can't fuck with me till you again help me try to figure out how in the world do you serve finger food and soul food at the same time. How does that work?
And that was not
Was the
on the
finger food supposed to
menu,
be
you
like
know,
the
for
devil
me to
is or
do.
something? What
Right
is
on the
So I
clock.
said,
girl?
okay, fine. That's fine. And right after I was there, me, my cousin, my brother, my sister-in-law, all of us was setting up because that's what's my no, I want to do anyway. So we was out there setting up. And so, like a lot of people, like Marceau didn't even stop to help her. You know, y'all see when Marceau walked past. I was like, well, he was coming at the film. And
Mhm.
I was I had enough people to set up. So it wasn't like he was just walking past me, not,
Mhm.
you know, whatever. So after that happened, I'm out there just getting everything ready. And I don't know that y'all know that the Scots was there, not the Scots from Love and Marriage Huntsville, but the Scots from Tatessa. Y'all know Tatessa
Who
Scott?
is
I'm
From
Tatessa?
from Married to
like,
Medicine.
Tatessa. Baby, who is Tatessa? And by the way, let's be very clear. They are not Scots. That man name, Contessa husband name is Scott. Their last name is Metcalf. She over there talking about not the Scots from Love and Marriage Huntsville, but y'all know Tatessa. They last name not Scott, lady. That man name is Scott. I cannot. I cannot. I can't.
Okay.
Contessa Scott on Love and Hip Hop.
Um,
Not Love and Hip Hop,
yeah,
girl.
Contessa, I know is Married to
Oh,
Medicine.
Contessa.
Not
Yes,
Love and
her,
Hip Hop.
She was
Contessa.
there.
Oh, I didn't know she was there.
Yeah, so she came out and I guess she came out to show some support to Destiny. And she was getting ready
Mhm.
to leave, so she brought a thing of my seasoning.
Show enough
So
seasoning.
show enough, Miss Wanda.
Yes, we
I
gotta
should have
say
brought that
it.
with
Yeah, shout it
me.
out.
Yes. It is delicious. I'm gonna have to sing you some. I'm gonna have to sing y'all some. So after this interview, y'all make sure y'all inbox me y'all address so I can send y'all some and
Yes.
try
Okay.
it for yourself. Yes.
Yes, love it.
So to get back to how I got taken off the show for those length of time, I was mad, but it's okay now. Um, I was out there cooking waiting on everybody to get through. And then after looking at the show, I heard Melanie say, "Oh, Miss Wanda here." She came in front of me about some old stuff.
She came and did what? Melody came and did what? She came and what you? She came and what did you? She fronted you? Airdress and fronted. Fronted you. Fronted you. You know what? Let's do something. Let's do something. Every time, because see, y'all in the chat and y'all cutting up in the chat. So every time Wanda say a word, I want y'all to type it how y'all hear her saying it in the chat. I'm just curious of all of the different spellings that we would get for these butched words. So if you don't mind while we're listening, just type the word so I can get my good laugh in on this end, because fronted you. All this long time I thought it was confront you. And now it's fronted you? Wow. I fronted you, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna front you about what you said. Let me text my best friend and tell my best friend I'm gonna front you. He probably gonna be like, what are you talking about? Let's keep going.
That I said on my live Facebook. And she would ask me, I heard that you said this right here about certain person that I don't have who would find my baby dad or something. I didn't even think that I was even talking about the baby serious. I did not. I was not. If I had thought that I was actually talking about the baby, I would have went another route. But when she came in front of me, I mean, it's just like I was not expecting it to happen, right?
Yeah.
So she came so fast. She was like, what you had to say? No, first she was talking to my cousin Bernard. Y'all know Bernard. He was on the show.
Right.
So my thing is to keep him from getting in trouble. I went directly to her myself. I said, no, I heard you got a problem with me.
Let's be very clear. Melody had a problem with Bernard because of what Bernard said in your front seat and said. That man said that he had choppers. Then y'all can take that however you want to take it. But okay, y'all was mad at Britt for talking about she got pistols and stuff over there for Kenya. The same go for Bernard. Bernard ain't on the show, but he riding there talking about he got choppers. So what's the difference? So yeah, she was confronting him for a reason. That man said he had choppers. I got choppers. That's what he said. So again, you ain't gotta like Mel. You ain't gotta like nobody for that matter. But the facts are the facts, and the facts are is that man threatened her with choppers. It just is what it is. Let's keep going. And then I'm finna debunk another lie.
No, he don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with you because I knew if he had broke off with something, it's gonna be chaos out there. So I'm like trying to be the one that straightened up everything, but I guess that didn't happen either. Mm-hmm. So she said, well, what the problem that you have with me? And I say, well, I have a problem with you because I never did like the Melon, y'all. I'm just gonna keep it real. Ever since she had a scene with Tisha, sit down scene with Tisha, and Tisha asked her,
Here we go,
you never gave me no type of what the word I want to say, gratitude, or like I'm sorry that your grandmother passed, your sister, your auntie passed. And Tisha was like explaining that to her. Well, I felt like you was wrong because of that. And she stood there with a glass in her mouth and laughed about it.
I remember that. She had no sympathy.
And I was like, and ever since then, I just started disliking her. Mm-hmm. And that right there done something to me because the only thing you had to say, well, I am sorry that your family member had passed away and this and that. But that made me play the different part of who she really are. You know?
That made me play a different part on who she really are. I don't understand. I don't get it. That really played a different part on who she are. What? That really played a different part on who she are. That played a part on who she really are. You know what? I cannot. I can't. I just cannot. Let's keep going because there's so much to debunk here.
You know what I'm saying? I did not know Melon was like that type of person, but I know that that's part of what's stopped me from being on the show because of what I said behind it. After she had that scene, I went on my live and called her everything but a child of God. Okay, I did do that. I did do that because that was a hurting feeling to see someone sit on a national TV platform to sit down and smile behind a death. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And it could have been said another way. So from
See, I think what I don't like about this is the fact that Wanda, you and Tisha have turned this into something that you know it was not. Y'all know good and well that Melody was not grinning because Tisha lost her grandmother or her auntie or whoever it was. That's not why she was doing that. Okay? There was a whole scene, and then when Tisha got up from that scene, Tisha decided to throw slugs and jabs and all of the things, and that's what really made you figure out who Melody are at that time. Again, that lady was not laughing at that. You know it. Many people have played that scene over and over and over and over again, and that was, girl.
that day to this day, I dislike her for that.
Well,
So
Miss Wanda,
speaking.
Miss Wanda, we have to also.
Um, girl. Anyway, I'm gonna just let it keep playing. Ciao.
Mentioned you were responding to Melody with Melody said that Tisha's dad was in her DMs. Melody did say that, and you were responding to that.
yeah, I won't get to that. That's what I was saying. And then when the fight broke off, she made a statement. She made this statement on Carlos King thing. She made this statement that the reason why I said what I said, she need to go find her baby daddy. Because her statement was, I didn't know what child she was talking about exactly right then and there. So I just cut off the screen when she said that. Go find her. She said one of her baby daddies was in my DM.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, which one of my baby daddies? So I'm on the phone calling my ex-husband, right? Because I'm thinking it was him. So I didn't hear the rest of it when she came back and said, ask Tisha, it's her baby, it's her daddy. I didn't hear that part. Till after the next day, after I went off. So
Right.
I said, now how in the hell she gonna tell me to go find my baby? I mean, ask me. I mean, my baby daddy was in her DM. Which one of my baby daddies? You know what I'm saying? I have 3 kids. Tisha have her own daddy because, like I said, I got pregnant with Tisha when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So me and Tisha dad had never been married. We just had a baby, and basically, me and my mom raised Tisha. Her daddy was in her life, but shortly after high school, he went into service, and he got married right after that. And I haven't talked to him since. You know, we still communicate because we got a child together. So when she said he was in, that was not even my concern at all about him being in her DM. I care nothing about that. Me and him have not been together in 40 some years. Okay. I mean, intimate together in 40 some years.
Right.
So that was not my biggest thing. The bigger thing is how you said it, how you present it out there. Like T-Man is my baby. So when you said baby dad, I'm thinking just like she thought when I said go find your baby daddy. She was thinking I'm talking about the baby, right? But I really was talking about the baby that she had avoided that Montel said that she got rid of.
Yeah.
She didn't know that. But since she said, well, I got it, he right here, since they were saying that I was talking about the other one, I said, hey, I heard he wasn't a baby dad either.
But
so that's what all
Wanda, I really want you to stop lying. Because here's the thing. See, a lot of people, and I've debunked this several times, and I told you guys that everybody was saying, oh, Wanda was looking for the video with Martell and Mel when she pulled up her phone at the Madani scene and she was scrolling on her phone. No, she was not. What she was looking for was a picture that she had sent around, and it was a picture of Melody, Martell, Sugar Mama, and another man. And she was saying that that man was Sugar Mama's daddy and not Martell. Now, Wanda was saying on the show that where she got that from was Martell's interview with Dr. Heaven. That's what she said, ain't it? She said I got this from an interview with Dr. Heaven and Martell. That's a lot. I mean, it's not the truth. I still have the picture to this day. This picture was going around, being sent by Wanda, and in this picture was Sugar Mama, that other man, and y'all remember that Wanda had threatened a couple times to go to Melody's hometown, to Melody and Miss Van's hometown, and she was gonna figure out who the baby daddy was. That's what she said. So we're not gonna play. Okay? That's what it was. Well, I'm sure it was probably several pictures going around, but the one that I have and the one that I saw, it has Melody, Sugar Mama, and the man. And Martell is up at the top. But Sugar Mama and the man is down at the bottom. So, I mean, I had to debunk that though.
Oh, that came about.
That's not talking about a kid, in my opinion. You saying go find your baby daddy. To me that's not talking about a child.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But they said that's talking about a baby. That's the only thing I said. From that day, it took it over the hill. Oh, she over there talking about the baby daddy. She over there talking about her baby. She over there talking about the girl baby. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh my God, are y'all serious?
Yeah.
Because I said, go find your baby daddy. I'm talking. So at that point, she said she didn't want to have no more dealing with me. She didn't want to film with me anymore.
There we go.
Because I said that. And that's how I end up getting taken off the show. Either going to be me or her.
Oh,
well, speaking on Melody for a second, whether you hate or like Melody, she's obviously had an impact in the show, being that first person who had that idea. And now we see her at the end of last season, she's exited the show. Do you think that her exit is going to have an impact on the viewership and the show's future?
Yeah.
The show itself?
This new season.
No, I think they got some good peoples there now. I think that they always have had the peoples there. They just didn't highlight them as higher than they was doing Melanie, because Melanie had a big follower. Mm-hmm. She had a huge follower. Of course, they're going to look at the follower, okay? Because that's what make a show just about.
Huge follower.
I think the people that they got there now, and the way they're going to set everything off, I can't tell you about it, but the way everything is going, I think y'all still going to love and Marriage Huntsville even more.
Okay.
I think it's going to be the bomb, okay? I actually think that Tisha, Marceau, Kimmy, Maurice,
you,
Martell, Trish, her husband Destiny. I think they're gonna.
That's not Trish's husband.
And y'all gonna love this show, this new show, Love and Marriage Huntsville with Dot Melanie. I think it's gonna be the bomb.
Great.
And y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love what they got to bring. And of course, they bring in Wanda back.
Oh, we're done.
So, yes, y'all know me and Marceau never seen eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna leave that there.
Well, I have I actually have a question about that. So obviously, with Love in Marriage Huntsville, what I find about the show specifically is that many shows have all this drama on screen, but with Love in Marriage Huntsville, this spaces like these right here, is where half of the drama comes from. We see all of these interviews, and so much drama comes from them. And in an interview with Martell and Ariane, a woman came forward and said she was sexually involved with your daughter's husband, Marceau Scott. You've been vocal about calling out cheaters on the show. Do you believe this woman who came forward?
That's part of something that I will be talking about on this show, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
tell y'all too much of that. But yes,
A little hint. A little hint. A little
well,
tease.
I will say, do I think Marceau and the girl is intimate? My thing was, it was a lot of lying going on that I just couldn't take. I couldn't take the lying part. But I did get involved. I got all the way into that ass. Okay. I don't know if I can say ass, but yeah. I got into Marceau ass on there for that. So but it was a lot of lying going on. She had just been truthful
on her
with
part.
everything she was saying.
On the alleged mistress part, you think there's a lot of lying on her part? Okay.
Oh, you think
On her part, you know, when she was, I mean, a lot of things seemed like it was school to me, or like it was staged, you know.
Coach.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was coached through. Like, I need for you to say this right here to make it seem good or make it look good. And my thing is, I can pick all those little, because, you know, my mama always used to tell us, I'm not a chicken. You can't pick me. You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to pick chicken back in the days, pluck them, you know, pluck them.
Right.
So my mama always said, I'm not a chicken.
You
You
still
can't
plucking
pick me.
chickens there.
So yes, what she was doing was they was picking. They were plucking at her, but she didn't have enough evidence for me. What y'all think?
Well, listen,
Right.
when I was
I mean, you got a
watching Miss
point.
Wanda, I wanted her to show proof, show a text message,
Right.
show this, show that,
We
show
need evidence.
something. Because listen, that supports her story, but
Right.
she didn't have any of that.
We need
All she had were
evidence.
her words, all by itself.
Well, that is exactly what I was saying too. Even with the picture of his back at the hotel, y'all know I got at him about that. So I don't know, did they show that part when I say, hell, the damn show look like your damn big ass back.
I think so.
So y'all, I don't know that they show that part or not, because
I
I
think
don't
they
watch it
did.
for a whole lot. But yeah, because when I
Right.
go on my live, I like be like spearing all the beans out here, you know. But I know they got on us about talking about, you know, what's going on the show, and especially with my little niece Kiki, what happened with her, you know, talking to bloggers about what's actually going on.
Yeah.
So now that Mel is gone, hey, I don't see a lot of that talking to the blog about what's actually going on. And the show been going on now for almost 7-8 months, and we don't hear that much what's going on.
So to try to blame that on Mel is wild to me. Says the same person who literally invited a blogger down to your grand open. Says the same person who brought someone down to your grand open, and you can lie about that too. But so now she's saying that because Mel is no longer on the show, that the show is not being told. The show ain't being told. I'm gonna cut it right now. Again, to blame that on Mel is wild. That is wild. That is wild, lady.
Stuff
You
has
know, I mean, I know I got crossed up inviting a blogger to one of my events that, like I said, once again, there was an event that I was having. Love and Marriage Huntsville did not know anything about. I was having my own event. And I don't know, have y'all heard, but I know y'all heard about the AL
Yes,
thing that coming to one of my
there was a
events.
blogger AL. Is that what you want me to call him? Because I call him AL. Let me say AL.
Yeah.
I'll say AL.
Okay, that's
Blocker
fine.
AL was
Okay.
invited to an event where the cast were filming. And allegedly, when he arrived, production was surprised that he was there and they stopped filming because they didn't want him on camera.
I invited him to an event, but I was having that I didn't even know Love and Marriage Huntsville was gonna film it. Okay.
Right.
I had already planned to have me this grand open. But since they called me a couple days before my event was going on,
Mm-hmm.
they called me and said, "Hey, we want to catch that on the film, right?"
Right.
I was like, "Okay, what day y'all want to do it?" And so they gave me a date, a day during the week. I was gonna do mine on that weekend.
Mm.
So, which I still done it, but I'm gonna do it on that week. So I called him back. I called Anthony. Well, I was talking to my friend Marcella. I
I
was
love
talking to my
Marcella.
friend, and me and her was talking about. I was asking her. I said, "Girl," I was telling her about my event was going to happen on that Saturday, but since they said they're going to film on that Wednesday, so I was like, "Okay, that'll be fine." You know, most everybody's at work and everything. We don't do that to business. So if they're going to film, we're going to do it on a day. They did it on a day that they know it wasn't going to be too crowded.
Mm.
So I was like, "That's fine." And I called Marcella as soon as I found out that they was gonna film, which was that's probably the next day. I called my friend Marcella. I said, "Girl, they're gonna film me on Wednesday." I said, "Can you come down?" She was like, "Wednesday?" She said, "That's like 2 days from now." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I know. I'm just letting you know, giving you a head up." I said, "Anyway, call Anthony. Tell Anthony to come. Tell him to come." So she said, "Hold on a moment." When she told me to hold on, she didn't tell me she was going to call Anthony. She just said, "Anthony, Miss Wanda wants you to come down to certain thing." And so that's how that all started. But I really wanted to tell her. I called her. I didn't give her exactly a time. I just gave her a date. Okay, so when she called him, I was still on the phone. So of course I'm just gonna like not make it look obvious that I'm like, okay, so hey, can you come down to my grand open I'm having and blah blah this and blah blah that. He said, "When?" I said, "It's gonna be on Wednesday." And I gave him the time and everything because they never gave me a time. They
Right.
never gave me a time. So 2 days, I mean a day later, they called and gave me a time. I
Child.
called Anthony back and I said, "Hold on, let me give you a time and everything." I said, "Inbox me or call me and I will text you everything because I don't want nobody to think that you just walking, that you just came there. I
Right.
want you to know that I'm inviting you, but I want you, I mean, just in case you run into the cast member or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I invited you. I didn't want him to think that he was just all by himself, that he just
Yeah.
popped up there." So which that's exactly what they thought. So when producer called me, when producer called me out there, he was standing right there. Anthony was walking up. And after I gave Anthony a hug and everything, I said, "Well, welcome." I said, "I didn't expect it to be so quick, but okay, it's fine." But anyway, to make a long story short, I told producer walked up to me then and he said, "Why is he here?" I said, "Who?" Because I had a couple more people out there.
I don't
I'm
think the
like, "Who?"
producers asked
He
it like
said,
that. Why are he here? I don't think they asked it like that. Y'all think they asked it like that? Why are he here? Y'all think they did that? Why are he here? Him not supposed to be here. Why are he here? Why are he here? He not supposed to be here. Why are he here? My Lord, why are he here?
and I said, "I invited him. From day one, I told him I invited him."
Mm-hmm.
So when he got on his platform and say that I lied to them and I lied, making everybody thinking I'm crazy because what he did was when he came, he knew they didn't want him there, but I did not know they didn't want him there.
He was
Because this
being
is my first
messy.
time having a film with the show back on the show. I
Yeah.
didn't know him and producer had a
Well,
issue
Anthony
like
has
that. You
Wanda
know what
was
I'm saying?
being
a
messy
I
too.
did not
history of.
know that.
Wanda was being messy too, but I want y'all to listen to this next part because this next part is Mitch is about to ask about the man being set up. And I want y'all to understand something. Me calling out Wanda's inconsistencies about this story is not defending Anthony in any way. Okay? Because I think he was crazy for going down there to begin with anyway. Period, point blank. But this right here, what she getting ready to say, I have to debunk it because you know it's not the truth. But let's keep going.
Spoiling the episodes. So
I knew about all of that, but I did not know that him a producer was in it, because the way he was talking, if you listen to his shows, he was like telling me, telling the people that he got an in-house connected, like if he was dating someone on that filming crew. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was thinking. He was dating somebody on the filming crew. That's how he got all his in-house connection.
Right.
Well, Miss Wanda, speaking on that type of thing, knowing things ahead of time, and whether people know things or if they don't.
wait, hold on,
Your
hold on, Victor.
daughter,
Before
Leticia.
I want you to ask that, but I want to know, Miss Wanda, you're being accused of setting up Anthony for when he arrived that he'd get beat up. Is that true? Did you set up Anthony?
No, I did not. I would never do that to any human being, period.
Yeah, I don't see you
Now,
doing
my
that.
thing was, Anthony had a lot. I did say Anthony had a lot to say about what happened instead of telling the truth about what happened. I said, only thing I said, which I did have a lot of family members there, they wants to meet Anthony. They wants to talk to him because the thing.
Okay, I want y'all to take notes here because this is where it becomes important. Take notes here. She just said a lot of family members. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear her say a lot of family members? Now, when I get ready to say this, I'm not defending Anthony in any way. Because, again, I think it was wild for him to go down there. But y'all just heard her say a lot of her family, right? Y'all heard that? Let me run it back just to make sure you heard it. And take note.
I would never do that to any human being, period.
Yeah, I don't see you
Now,
doing
my
that.
thing was, Anthony had a lot. I did say Anthony had a lot to say about what happened instead of telling the truth about what happened. I said, only thing I said, which I did have a lot of family members there, they wants to meet Anthony. They wants to talk to him because the thing that was going on with him and Kiki and the thing that went on with me in the past.
So, here's why I said take note of that. She's getting ready to say something that's literally about to contradict the whole lot of family members. But when you say this, when you say that your family wanted to talk to him about Kiki, I'm sorry. That sounds like a pure setup to me. And it also sounds like that if he would have came around and your family members were there and they all got out of the car or whatever, it was some sort of a setup. Again, this is not me defending him, but let's just be honest. Let's be very clear. To be very clear, it sounds very much like a setup. It sounds like you set this man up because you had a separate agenda from what you originally invited him there for. That's a setup. I mean, whether you take you don't have to like Anthony. You don't, but the truth is the truth. That is a setup. You literally are saying your intentions are different from what his intentions were when you invited him to come down there. You invited him to come to a grand open, but now you're turning around saying that afterwards, oh my God, all of my family members wanted to meet with him or wanted to meet him. I'm not gonna take that lightly. I'm not doing that at all. Like you most definitely said you were setting him up. Like that's just period, point blank. Let's keep going.
But to fight, to argue, and all of that, no, they just want to meet him like in person. They never met him, so I'm like, yeah, he'll be here, But my family wanted to talk to him, but not to fight or to do anything. It was like just two of my family. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a whole bunch of my family just sitting out in the woods like people betrayed it to be. I said,
did y'all just hear that? Now y'all see why I told y'all to take notes. Now you see why I told you to take notes. Do you see why? Did y'all just pick up what I put down when I said take notes? I'm just wondering. Did y'all pick that up? Did y'all pick that up? Now it was 2 family members, but a while ago it was a whole lot of family members. It was a lot of people, family members. It was a lot of family members. I'm just wondering if y'all caught that. Now it's just 2. Now it's just 2 family members. But before, it was a whole lot of family members. Mm-mm. 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 Pure setup, in my opinion.
I said, to be honest with y'all, and I talked to one of the bloggers, I said, to be honest, my family just wanted to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not have anything to get beat up,
But did they want to speak
set
with?
up, or none of that. They
Did they
were
want
there
to?
and they did
Did
talk
they
to
want to
him.
speak
They
with
got a chance
Anthony?
to talk
Because
to him.
Anthony has had a history of also talking poorly about Tisha, talking poorly about Kiki. Do you think they want to confront him for things that he has said?
No, I didn't think they want to confront him about what he said about Tisha or what he said about me back in the past or even Kiki, because we already knew that Kiki she's just like me, we got a mouth on us. But I think they want to meet him as a person because of all the stuff that he have said.
Yeah.
I mean,
What are you talking
me,
about, lady? So they just asked you. The question was, did he? The question was, did they want to confront him for the things that he said about Tisha, about her, and about Kiki? And then here you go, literally saying what you said no to was really a yes. What you just said no to was really a yes in real life. Like, that's the part that I'm not really understanding. It was a yes. It was a yes. It wasn't a no. Clearly it wasn't a no. And if y'all wanted to have conversations with him about Kiki, then chances are y'all were gonna get caught within the conversation. Let's not do that. I don't like how he records, but if he didn't have those recordings of her, people would say that he was lying. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Now y'all know I can't stand him, but I absolutely agree with that. And I don't like the recording stuff. I don't. But I absolutely agree with that. Had he not had these recordings, people definitely would have thought that he was lying. However, here's the thing though. Ma'am, you literally are saying in so many words that you didn't have a problem setting this man up to be talked to by your family about Kiki. It was clearly about a situation and about an issue. And my thing is, I have to ask this question. I have to ask this question. Instead of you pretending to be his friend this whole time, instead of you pretending to be his friend, how come you hadn't been to have conversations with him about the things that he had said and done with Kiki? If you cared that much, how come you ain't done that? What you did instead, and I want to be very clear, what you did instead was acting like a friend to him, and then you got on this internet and you promoted everything that he was doing to your little niece. But your family want to confront him about something? No, they would have to sit down talking to me. This is the same person who really didn't care, truth be told, when she was here about what was going on. Y'all don't gotta like what I'm saying, but it's the facts and it's the truth. Instead of you bubbling up, trying to be that man's friend, and if you felt some type of way about what he was doing to your little niece, then you should have came around here and said that. But see, you couldn't do that because what you were doing while this was going on was you was promoting his lives. When he would say that he was releasing recordings of Kiki, you would be the first one to get on your platform to y'all go over there to F and the Law Fins. Go over there to F and the Law Fins. Y'all know F and the Law Fins is my friend. And he gonna talk. He gonna take it down through there, y'all. Yeah, go over there and see F and the Law Fins. And he gonna take it around there and through there by the recording. Yeah, he got everything. F and the Law Fins. So again, the truth then becomes this. Why would you then say I had a whole lot of family members who was gonna come and they were gonna talk to him. They just wanted to meet him. No, they ain't just wanted to meet him. They wanted to confront him, like you said, about the things that were going on with him and Kiki. And that's my thing too. She dragged Kiki. She did all the things. This is why I say I don't like that whole blaming of someone of Kiki's death, because, honey, the family, y'all gotta sweep around your own front porch before you start blaming everybody outside of your very own family. Let's call a thing a thing. Sorry, but it's the truth. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this because it's the facts, but the facts are the facts. And that's what we've been going through these last couple weeks and stuff. We've been going through the facts, okay? And the facts are that you shouldn't have been playing up with that man trying to be his friend, and all along you knew how your family felt about what he was doing with Kiki, but you was the main one on here promoting the recordings and promoting everything. I just had to tell the truth. We had to get up here tell the truth, shame the devil.
Personal, out of all the stuff Funky Dineva has said about me, I wanted to meet Funky Dineva. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to meet him, not to fight with him, not to argue with him, because at the beginning, he had a lot to say about Tisha. He had a lot to say about Marceau and everybody. So my thing is, when I heard all this stuff about Funky Dineva, I said, oh, I want to meet him and let him know my family is not the way you think they are. You know, we're not that type of bullets. We're not that type of people.
Type of bullets?
To keep the mess down.
Bullets? We're not that type of bullets? But you mean bullies? Oh, I'm sure YouTube is going to demonetize this video. But bullets, ma'am. Bullets or bullies? Huh? Which one? We ain't them type of bullets. What? I cannot take.
And we did not want to meet AL about no fighting, about what he said about somebody. I can deal with anything because you don't know me. I don't care about you talking about me because you don't know me. It's a different story. You know I'm a hoe, and then you going out here saying, oh, she a hoe, she a hoe. Listen, I thought me and you friends, you shouldn't be out here talking about me like this. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know me, it's a lie. That's all I can look at. It's a lie, and I don't argue with a lie. I don't fight with a lie. Only time you're gonna actually see me just get down in the mud with someone when they basically just tell a scandalous lie, you know, like a lie like that. I know that I went to bed with her. You know what I'm saying?
Is she saying scandalous or a scanning lie? Y'all help me out. Is she trying to say scandalous lie or is she saying a scanner lie? What's she saying? Which one? A scanner lie? Huh? Or she trying to say a scandalous lie? Girl, right, a lie is a lie, but what kind of lie you telling? Child, normally y'all depend on me to translate, but I can't translate. Run it back. All right, I got you.
Me and you friends, you shouldn't be out here talking about me like this. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know me, it's a lie. That's all I can look at. It's a lie, and I don't argue with a lie. I don't fight with a lie. Only time you're gonna actually see me just get down in the mud with someone when they basically just tell a scandalous lie, you know, like a lie like that. I know that I went to bed with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know.
Okay, so she is saying scandalous lie.
Scandalous lie. Talking about me like something that you really don't know about. Now I'm gonna go in with you on that. But other than that, and then I let the truth be the truth.
Right.
Let it just rise. I knew he was telling the truth about what Kiki was saying. So I just want to talk to him about it. Why did you go out there? Why would you go out there and tell everybody Kiki said this? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying?
What, lady? What? So you mean to tell me that you've been in the back of your mind, you've been harboring the fact that he has felt or done these things to Kiki, but you're the same person who got on this internet and was literally riding with him with the whole situation. And you just said just now that he did not lie about Kiki. But you feeling the type of way because he came out and said some things about Kiki, but you didn't feel like he was lying about Kiki. What? Y'all, again, she just said that she felt like he was not lying about Kiki, and that's why she wanted to have a conversation. Why would you say this stuff about Kiki? Why would you do... Ma'am. This is ridiculous. And I again, the reason why I did this because I had to debunk the lies because it be too much. Y'all have set out here and blamed everybody and everything but checking your own selves for what y'all did to Kiki. Sweep around your own funeral parlor front door. And again, this is not defending Anthony because, you know, apparently he's supposed to be head of a gang and stuff like that, allegedly. This ain't defending Anthony because y'all already know how I feel about him. And it is what it is. Boots on the ground. But what I don't understand is, what I do not understand is us sitting up here acting as if you this is what you've been intending to do all along. Let's just be for real. This has been your MO forever. What? Girl, I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Y'all make sure y'all mash that like button. And bless the platform. The catch app is on the bottom of the screen. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Let's do what it do, honey. We're almost finished here.
I mean, something like that right there should have been between you and her. Why did you open the doors up like the way you open the doors? And I felt like, and he's still doing it even with Ariana. He's still doing it. So my thing is, that's just who we are. So I mean, that's who he is. I'm not gonna argue and fight with him about who this person is. You know what I'm saying?
Thirsty.
So I just leave it alone, and they can take it. Everybody else out there can take it the way they want to take it. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't. But to set him up to fight with him, that is an absolutely no.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, just to think about for a second, knowing things ahead of production. Something your daughter Leticia spoke to Carlos King about is that she knew of the Revenge P content being spread around ahead of that premiere episode on season 8, where she and the cast were trying to get contact. She had already been privy to Martell doing that and that information. Some people are calling out Leticia online, saying that she was wrong not to tell Melody ahead of time and give her a heads up. What's your take on that stance and what people are saying?
Well, my thing is not to knowing that the truth is the truth until the truth came out. People can say a lot of things that, oh, we got to tape out on someone. Why would I tell her that? And let me back it up. First of all, she didn't know it was true. She heard it, but not knowing the facts is totally different.
Right.
The second thing, her and Melanie is not even speaking at this time. So why should I go to someone and tell somebody something when I know that you dislike me? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm supposed to say something that's about to be real controversial. There are some bald head folks on this internet that I don't like at all. Okay? But if we were once friends and someone had a video of them in their most intimate moments, I would tell them bald head skeezers still. I'm just saying. Because here's the thing. Um, Tisha reached out to Melody about something that was personal, and Melody didn't expose what it was, right? That was a fine opportunity for you to tell anything that you knew at that very moment, but you chose not to. You specifically chose not to. And this is my thing. So they were in a good space enough for her to call Melody and ask Melody or to talk to Melody about something. There was a fine time to tell somebody of what's going on. Again, if I was a friend to you or once your friend and someone is out here plotting and planning like that, see, that's the difference between me and a lot of these people. I won't mind telling you. I'm going to let you know. You see what I'm saying? And see, people do this stuff behind your back and don't think it'll ever come to you and don't think people know what you're doing and what you're saying. I'm sure Melody had all kind of hits and hints and things about y'all knowing specifically about what was going on. So again, if you reach out to me and you ask me for some assistance and whatever it is, whether that be advice or whatever the case may be, and I know something about you is going around about you being in your most intimate moment with your husband and it's going around as revenge, I'm going to tell you. And again, Tisha felt comfortable enough with Melody to call Melody and ask Melody some questions. So, I mean, come on now.
I mean, if I know that you dislike me, I don't care what's going on out there in the street. I don't care what happened. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. So my thing is, if she basically told Tisha to go find out herself if Marceau was out there cheating. Okay, did y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. So she said on national TV, well, you need to put the children to bed early and go find out yourself and do. So why can't Tisha do the same thing? Okay, I know about this right here. I'm gonna let her go find out herself. I'm gonna let her find out it herself. One thing ain't no better than the other. And that's the way I look at it. Y'all, a lot of people may say, well, it's bad.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. We're talking about cheating versus someone being in an intimate moment with their husband and they being shopped around for revenge for that particular person against his ex-wife. That's not the same thing. And we're not going to pretend like it is. I think it is very evident. Again, if someone is cheating or something is going on, and I would say the same thing. You find out. I'm not here to tell you. But again, when it comes to an intimate moment being shopped around for revenge, I would speak up. I would speak up.
That's bad. That's bad. No, that's something that you and your husband are going to have to deal with at the time. She was still married to Martell. So that was something her and her husband had to deal with. She didn't want to get in between them and saying, well, what her and Martell had went back together and all this here had broke out. And Tisha would have been right there in the middle of all of this mess. So no, she did the right thing. I feel like she done the right thing not to go back and say anything. And another thing that her and Melanie is not even talking. They're not even on that page, period. If I dislike you and you on your end and I'm on here on my end, I'm going to let you handle yours on that end and I'm going to do mine on this end. Now, if Melanie had to call her and say, well, I heard somebody say that. Did you hear this? Or did you hear in this rumor that's going on? Then I felt like it was Tisha's time to say, yeah, girl, I heard about it and blah, blah, this. Melanie never called Tisha and asked Tisha anything. So, hey, it is what it is, you know.
That makes sense.
I mean, I would think that if I'm fighting with someone and you think that one of these people heard something or one of my cast members heard something, my thing is to get on the phone and say, hey, did you hear about this right here? I mean, it worked two ways. Everything worked two ways. Everything
That's
ain't got to be
stupid,
just
Wanda.
on Tisha
I'm
because
sorry.
Tisha heard about
That
it.
is stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. That is stupid to me. That is dumb. That is dumb. And again, anyway.
Melanie also heard about everything that goes on in these streets. They already know, both Indians, all 6 of them know what's going on out here in these streets, okay? They
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube street. They got friends on YouTube
And she
street.
just
They
confirmed that
got
Tisha and them
best
be knowing what's
friends.
going on
Out of
these
all
YouTube
people,
streets.
Melanie got the most people out there. So I'm pretty sure some of her people that called her and told her, "Hey, I heard that they got this thing going on that
This
his
tape,
name is
Martell.
Mateo got going on, this blah blah this yeah." So what's wrong with getting on the
Mateo.
phone, calling your other 2 friends that you mates with, like Kimmy and Tisha, say, "Hey, did you hear this right here? What I heard that going on?"
Yep.
And then if they didn't tell her, then that's a different story. But for me coming to tell my enemy what's going on, what she called her enemies, she said Tisha her enemies, right?
Yep.
So if they your enemies, why should I tell you anything? I'm your enemy.
Yeah. Well, Miss Wanda, the bros on Bro Chat, we had so much fun with you. You have to come back. You have to come back
Yeah.
because we have a lot
I,
more to talk with you about, a lot more to ask you about because you never hold back. Is there anything that you're so excited about that's coming up that you want for your fans and your viewers to keep an eye out for?
Basically, I'm glad you mentioned it. Basically, all the people were saying that I was not going to get that food truck up and running.
Yes.
I want them to, hey. I want Marceau to be the main one. I want them to get at Marceau because Marceau,
he doubted you.
wait, Marceau was the one that didn't believe it. He did not believe in me.
Right.
Okay. And y'all gonna see that on the show how me and him, got at it about this truck.
Mm-hmm.
About Wanda wasn't gonna do all this right here. I wasn't gonna work hard to get this done and get that done. So yeah, I want them to put a big patch on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tisha doing Mason meter things. I want them to like jump on that because a lot of people was out there saying that Tisha copycatting on this, doing that. But baby, when they see that blow up, it's gonna blow up all in their face.
Yeah.
And Scott Manor, oh my God, y'all! I'm telling y'all, it is it is ready to
Oh,
expand.
yes.
They are doing a thing with Scott Mountain. That right there be seen on TV. Y'all gonna be like blown off y'all head. I'm telling y'all head gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
It's gonna be
So
pretty.
they are doing big things down in Huntsville.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying, I'm an hour and maybe 30 minutes away from Huntsville. So a lot of people like, well, why Miss Wanda is not there? Why because I have other things. I have a new baby that I just went adopted that I was taking care of him all along,
Oh
but now I
wow.
adopted him. So now that's my baby. So
Huge.
I got to take care of that part. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on in my life now. And that truck, working it every day. I mean, every single, as soon as I get off the phone with y'all, I'm going out there. I'm going out there.
Yes.
I'm going out there to make that money. And I tell y'all, when I tell y'all, this is like anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 a day. I mean, like a day. This right here, what this truck is bringing in revenue.
Yes.
I mean, revenue. I'm
Good.
telling y'all. So
Congratulations.
y'all think I'm gonna lose
This
that to
truck
go
is
to
bringing in
Huntsville?
revenue. I know revenue.
Yeah.
I
Congratulations.
go to Huntsville to film because I'm making
Yes.
money.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't go down there all the time, but when I do go, I want to see some progress going
Exactly.
on. So I always stop by Black. I'm always gonna go by Black, and I'm gonna sit in there. I go there for the weekend or whatever, and I'm also gonna go by Tisha house, and I got a couple friends that live there, and I'm also gonna go up there to the mountain, Scott Mountain, and see what they doing. And I also went by. Y'all probably see it on the show that Kimmy got her restaurant opening up
Oh,
soon,
well, we can't wait to
Oh.
see that.
and it
Can't
is
wait to see
nice.
that.
See,
Well,
we
Miss
need
Yeah,
Wanda,
we need you to come back when the show
yes, Miss Wanda, you
airs.
have to come back to Bro
yeah.
Chat once the show airs. We can,
I
yes.
will.
We got
Y'all
so
know I
many
love you
Thank
questions.
guys.
you.
I
Yes.
really do. I
Thank
love
you.
you.
Mhm.
Okay, Victor, Daniel, and Mitch. What my other friend
Well,
That
name?
man
Where he
name is
Eric
not
has
playing?
an
Daniel.
anniversary today. He
Eric.
has his anniversary with
Yeah.
him and his husband have an
Oh,
anniversary. So he's going to be on next time when you're
oh.
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm be looking
Yes.
for
Well, Miss
him.
Yeah.
Wanda, we'll see you again next time. Thank you so much for coming on Bro Chat.
There y'all had this bull crap, child. A bunch of lies told. A bunch of lies told. Um, Bless the cat chapter. Y'all send some revenage over here. Send some revenage. Send some revenage over here. Revenage is insane. Revenage. Send some revenage. Send some revenage. Right, she takes care of T-Man's kids to get a I really don't have a problem with that young man not liking Mel. People are free to like and support who they want. Just don't co-sign people. Just don't co-sign people lying on her on your channel. Oh, ooh, okay. Hold on, I gotta read the comments from over here because I can't see what y'all saying. Um. Okay, here we go. The restaurant is still being worked on. I just passed by it earlier today. Oh, so you in Huntsville? My head is hurting after listening to Wanda talk. I'm not a fan of this group of people, but nevertheless, I'll yeah, I'll be spectator. House said the baby won't be able to speak English, but broken English. You know what? I cannot. Um, let's see what else y'all saying. Martell is so dumb. Restaurant, right? Twin Flames. Send some restaurant over here. Send some ketchups because it's restaurant. It's restaurant. It's restaurant. Whatever that is. Um, let's see. She must have gotten a puppy. Y'all don't believe she adopted no. Y'all don't believe she adopted no other child. Oh, y'all don't believe she adopted a child. Y'all believe she adopted a dog. Y'all believe she went over and got a dog. A dog? Y'all crazy. Or you was born and raised. Huntsville, because I don't know why I was thinking Bessemer. Okay, let's see. Exactly. Okay, let's see. I have lost faith in the system that if they let her legally adopt a child, I cannot with y'all. So I had to. Oh, thank you, baby girl 1981 for your super chat. I'm just now seeing it because for some reason I can't see my comments on my end. Please do not put Wonder Bread or Blogger's name in the chat. I actually had told them I didn't mind Wanda's name being in the chat for this particular live since she was the topic of discussion. But when she's not major discussion, I don't want y'all saying her name. But here, I didn't really mind. But the other people, yes, please refrain from using their names. Non-talking self. Listen. Hey, Fly Girl Speaks. Why Drew Sidora just got on my flight? Hey, Drew. I don't even know if Fly Girl Speaks still listening. Hey, Drew. I still like Drew. They be trying it with my Drew, but I still like my Drew. Okay? I still like my Drew Sidora. I 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 don't know. They are backwards as all out down there in Bama. Ooh, you may not need to say that because there's some people up in the chat from Bama. And they don't act like Wanda. Not everybody act like Wanda. Thank you, Twin Flames, for your ketchup. Y'all come on, bless the ketchup. We here, honey. Bless the ketchup. It's 6:19. We do $6.19. It's $6.19. That's what they said. They said whatever time it is, that's what I'm a big for a catch up. So it's $6.19. Y'all blessed to catch up with $6.19. Let's go, baby. Drew or getting played with Martell's handbook. Not Martell's handbook. Birmingham. Yes, Birmingham. Follow. Yeah, Melanie, whoever Melanie is, and I'm just glad she ain't saying Melanie Hopes. I am so glad she not saying Melanie Hopes. Melanie Hopes. Them folks' name, well, her name is no longer that anymore, but that man's last name is not Hopes. His last name is definitely Holt. Okay? Tell my Drew I love her. Nah, I'm just playing. Remy Ma can shoot Carissa. What? Now, see, people like that, hold on. Where that comment go? Who made that comment? Who made the comment? What the name at? Who made that comment? I got something I wants to say. Hold on. Who made that comment? Where that comment go? Read the room, baby. Ain't nobody talking about Remy Ma and Papoose and Clarissa. Read the room, baby doll. Y'all love coming up here trying to change up the subject and stuff. Girl, we're not talking about Remy Ma and Papoose. Chef, you have my baby sis cracking up. Birmingham. She was like, y'all pull up the Birmingham. Girl. Yeah, some comment here said somebody, it was a long comment too about Remy Ma and Papoose. Girl, we're not talking about Remy and Papoose and Clarissa. Everybody talking about them people. As a matter of fact, we're glad that they not the topic of discussion right now. Girl, read the room. Why folk do that? Why do people do that? We never talk about them people. I'm over them folks. Shoot. We talked about them all weekend long. Listen, I had to play this because I felt like yeah, thank you for I see your memo on your catch up. Thank you, baby. Thank you, I appreciate it. Y'all, we're doing $6.19 over to the catch app. Let's see, can we get at least 5 people? Can we get 5 people to do that? And yeah, I'm doing it because since Wanda always got something to say about a catch up, about me asking for catch up. That's what I'm gonna do. People's wait a minute. People can't say can't stay in their lane or on to pick shaking my head. Child, I don't know what you folk are doing. Chef, you gotta take us out in honor of Disney. Break every chain, baby. That break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. There's an army rising up. She stuck. There's an army rising up. That dress said, break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break them chains out there dress, baby. I will never forget that reunion dress, honey. Disney was mad. She was mad about that. I say it all the time. Every time she do a reunion, baby, she have dress malfunctions. Every time. Y'all know I ain't lying. Every time that lady have dress malfunctions, okay, and they break every chain dress, baby, that was probably her worst reunion anyway. With that break every chain dress. I want Carlos. That's when Carlos, because his name not Carlos. Carlos. I want Carlos ate her up about that. About Moses. Before we knew who Moses was. break every chain. Yeah. Didi, I don't know what you hanging out of the bushes for. The bushes is not this. That's not your portion. Your portion is to be in the chat, chatting it up with the fam. Child, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna be done for real, for real. Unless somebody come out and do another interview, and I need to debunk any lies and stuff, I go live about that interview. But let me just say this. Not defending Anthony in any way, but that was a clear setup. Like, it was a clear setup for you to say that your family wanted to talk to him about what he did when it came to Kiki, and you sitting up here pretending to be this man's friend. Thank you so much, Blue Devil Bay, for your catch up, y'all. So we 4 people away. We're 4 people away from our 619 goal. So $6.19 over to the catch out. We need 4 people. It's 211 people in here. Somebody can do it. But what I'm basically saying is the thing is that you set that man up because, again, you were pretending to be his friend, regardless of Marcella calling him on the phone or however that went down. You were still all along stringing him along, pretending to be his friend, only knowing that you was upset about what he said about Kiki. Now, what I don't understand is why your family ain't want to confront Funky Dineva when that man got up there saying he don't feel no way. It's tired about that lady being gone. I don't understand that, and I don't understand the fact, again, that you pretended to be this man's friend, and if people can't see through that, then that's on them. But you pretended to be this man's friend this long time, knowing and promoting. Every time he was getting ready to go live about Kiki, y'all go but the empty loud fins, go but the empty loud fins, empty loud fins, yeah, they're my friend. Him about to drop, him about to go right on through there, right on up and through there. Yeah, he got some recordings, and y'all go over there, and y'all see my friend empty loud fins, empty loud fins. So again, I don't got no respect for that, because we're not doing that. We're not doing it. I don't have any respect whatsoever for a person literally knowing you knew what the intentions were, and the intentions were for your family to confront this man about what he may have said and allegedly done when it pertained to Kiki. And I just think it's nasty work. I really do. You literally have said all kinds of stuff about your own niece. Yeah, he got all the recordings over there. Yeah, y'all go over there. Go over there. There. Not over there, but over there. Y'all go over there and check out Empire Lofkins. Check out Empire Lofkins. Cause you know, he my boy. And he got all of the stuff over there. Yes, he sure do. But that's not the same tune you singing. I don't understand that. Y'all gotta make that make sense. This was your very own niece, your blood niece, dog. Your blood niece. Blood. Your blood niece. From my understanding, her and Marcella are cool now, though. From my understanding, as far as yesterday. Or whenever, they are now friends. I think when this was recorded, I don't think that they were friends, but they are now friends. Yep, they are. I guess they're now, or I guess they made up, according to a video she did on Instagram Live yesterday. She cracked me on when she tried to say, "Child, Scotty by the Nations." Who is Scotty by the Nations? Scotty by the Nations. She don't ever get other people's names and stuff right. She sure don't. Y'all, listen, we're 4 people away from our goal. Can we get there? 619. IPV or any other mods that we have in the chat. Can y'all put 619 in the chat? I know it's 628 and we done moved on with the time, but since we said it then, that's what we're gonna go with. 619. 4 more people. Yeah, she used okay, I'm not gonna read that album. I don't know. Now, I do find her recount of saying, "Oh, well, I told Marcella, and the next thing I knew, Marcella was calling Anthony." But you knew about all of that. You knew about all of that. You knew about that. You do realize that that man did play the recording of y'all on the phone together, right? You do realize that, right? You do realize he played that recording? Or maybe not. Maybe you don't remember. But he most definitely played that recording. Um, and like I said, I wouldn't have been the one. I wouldn't have been the one that went down there. I wouldn't have went down there. I wouldn't have went down there. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Terry said do 620 because she don't do odd numbers. So let me replace this. Terry said do 620 because she don't do odd numbers. So let's go, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. We just need 4 more people. 4 more people. And that's an even number. 4 more people. 4 more people. Why are he here? Yeah. Why are he here? I don't think them people ask that question like that because I think they got good sense. So I don't really think that's how they ask that question. Okay? I really don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that. I just don't. I call her picket fence. The spaces are not large enough for. Oh my God. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. Y'all stop it. Stop it. Stop. Oh God. I'm not doing this with y'all, and I don't want the people to think I'm out here trying to be funny and stuff. Girl. Cause I'm out here really trying to be girl. Girl, no. Girl, no. No. Why are y'all like this, man? Why are y'all like this? Why are y'all like this? Ugh. I cannot with y'all. Listen, I'm gonna say this though. And then thank you for your zeal, Demi. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Look like we got okay. Shout out to Brittany. Thank you for blessing the platform. Yes, honey. Okay. Thank you. I see you, Terry. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. And thank you, Miss Cheryl. Thank you, baby. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. What I was about to say. I'm about to say something about this later. What I was about to say though, child. Oh, I was about to say this right here. Now, I'm curious to know, was it friends or family members that remember when Anthony said that 2 ladies asked him something about did he want to be here because he wanted to be filmed? Do y'all remember that? So I'm wondering if the 2 ladies that asked him that question was they Wanda's kin people. What y'all think? Maybe they was just friends. And maybe they was just there to support. But I thought about that after she said 2 family members. But you said at the beginning of this thing time I was a whole lot of family members. So I'm just trying to figure out who is the 2 people that, asked him that question. So I don't know. Chef, address why she got that old fashioned camera. Y'all, I don't know what she be using. I don't know if she used her phone. I don't know if she used her laptop camera. I don't know. I don't know what she using. But her camera do look very old. It do. It do look very 1910-ish, kind of like a Polaroid, something like that. Yeah. It do look a little old school. It do. No, I think her Kim people didn't show up until later. Oh, okay. A lot means 3 to her. She's like, a whole lot of my family members was coming. A whole lot of my family members. So again, I'm thinking if that's the case, again, you try to charge that man up, and that's just that on that. That's just that on that. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Brittany Boo. I thank you. I appreciate it. Um, I appreciate it. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. All right, y'all. I can't with this. I can't. But here's what I will say. Um, hopefully, I'm putting all the mods in timeout. Come on. Uh oh. What y'all done did? Y'all must done did something. Oh, not the mods going to timeout. Sound like y'all having a mod meeting. Oh, listen. I don't have to ever get the mods together or nothing like that because I trust my mods. You know what I'm saying? But Terry seems like Terry wants to meet with y'all. What y'all done? Terry calling the meeting. What y'all do? What y'all do? Not Demi is the worst. What y'all? Y'all know y'all not supposed to be pumping me up, mods. I'm telling y'all, I know that's what Terry's saying. Y'all not supposed to be pumping me up. But Birmingham, don't y'all eat nothing from that food truck. Miss Major, I got the perfect potato recipe that you'll be able to eat when Wanda come visit you, because she coming to visit you. So here we go. Look, Terry talking about see. Here we go. You ready? Okay, so on the potato, you got your potato, right? You got your potatoes. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for everything on the potato? Everything? Y'all ready? Here we go. Everything on the potato. All right, so we got a potato. And then the next layer, it should be butter. But instead, we're not going to put butter on there. Okay? We're going to do noodles. Okay? Ramen noodles. All right? You got ramen noodles. Then we're going to put some chili on it. Right after the ramen noodles, honey. And then we're going to put some chitlins on it. Put some hot sauce on them chitlins, baby. And then we're going to put some potato salad on it. And then we're going to put... and then we're going to put scrimps on it. Then we're going to put scrimps on it. Then we're going to put cut up pineapples on it. And then we're gonna top it off. Then we're gonna top it off with some hog head cheese. Yep. And then we're gonna top it off with some roasted moose knuckles that have been roasted down with some garlic and stuff like that. Some roasted possum nuts as well. So roasted moose knuckles, possum nuts, and squirrel balls all together. Okay, we're going to roast them all together. We're going to chop them up, and then we're just going to put them on top. That's what she's going to feed you guys. Yeah. Is the shrimps cooked or fried? They're definitely steamed. Steamed shrimps. Steam. We're not going to fry them. They're going to be steamed. I just lost my entire appetite playing with y'all. I just lost my entire appetite. Y'all are encouraging it though. My goodness. Y'all know. Now, Terry, don't be gone because you know I gotta shade her. That lady said I could never F with her until I could prove that I was the real chef. So it's forever up and stuck, especially when it comes to these potatoes. You know, with a little noodles on it, little noodles and a little this and a little of that and a little of this and a little of that and a little what do you call it? A little chilling grassing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, listen, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I had told y'all at the beginning of this live, I know somebody gonna ask me in the comments, I thought you said you was done. I thought you said you was done. But I thought I was grown. And I thought I get to do whatever I want to do. And if I want to get up here and talk about this interview, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay? But here's what I'm going to say, guys. Tomorrow, we are back with the Diddy trial. So we will be live during the trial, of course. Let's see what else is going on tomorrow. I'm obviously going to be doing my Real Housewives tomorrow. And I think tomorrow's probably a good time because I need to speak to someone about something on the show. So I think tomorrow will be good. And plus, I want to be able to, I want to be able to, oh my God, I got the hiccups. I want to be able to watch the after show too. So, and then tomorrow we will be live on the backup channel. I promise you we'll be live on the backup channel to talk about politics. Are y'all subscribed to the other channel? Can y'all drop the link, mods? Can y'all drop the link? It's 177 people in here and I need to make sure all y'all is subscribed. Okay? Can y'all put the link in the chat? Yep. We had to pull away from the Diddy stuff, so I felt like this 4-day weekend was good to kind of just pull away from the Diddy stuff, but we're back at it tomorrow. What's up, Mitch? What's up, bro? Chat? What's going on? We definitely talked about the interview. Okay. I also dropped the link for the interview, so y'all go over there and give bro chat a view. Please and thank you. And let's see. I think that's all I got, y'all. Telling folks the show is going to be good even with Melody not on there. Yeah, that's what they say, but listen, I'm sorry, I have no interest in watching the show. I think that's still going to remain the same. Now, am I going to be nosy here and there? Probably so, but as far as like reviewing the show and being on here and talking about the show directly, I have no interest. Thank you, IPV. I was eating another rib with heavy sauce. Really, Terry? That's what you feel like doing? You know I can't have no ribs. And you over here talking about ribs. Is it pork ribs or beef ribs? Ooh, did y'all barbecue today? Did y'all eat good today? What y'all do today? Tell me that before I go. What y'all do today? Did y'all eat today? Or then her and her... Oh, I can't read that, Miss Mary, because they already say I be talking up under them people's clothes, which is the lie. So I can't repeat that. I can't read that one. Sorry, Miss Mary. I see what you're saying, but I can't read that. I can't read that. Nope, can't read it. What did you guys eat today? Did you guys barbecue? I said barbecue. Did y'all barbecue? You know, it's B-O-B-B, Bobby. B-O-B-B-Y, kill. Did y'all barbecue today? I did all of my cooking yesterday. I made, I didn't barbecue because I don't have a barbecue grill. And that is something I do want to invest in because it's about to be the summertime. And y'all, I smokes literally everything. Like, if y'all looked at my page, I have smoked, baby, I want to smoke meatloaf is what I want. I want to put my meatloaf on the pit and just smoke it. I want to smoke meatloaf is what I want. Let's see, beef ribs and grilled veggies. Okay, beef ribs. See, I can deal with the beef ribs. Okay. Okay, let me get up here. I smoked my meats for today. On Friday, I did ribeyes and country ribs. Ooh, yes. My dad barbecued some steaks, hamburgers, and corn. That sounds good too. That's what I was missing yesterday. My corn. And I bought like 4 ears of corn on the cob. I'll probably make like some regular corn on the cob, and then I'm gonna make some fried corn. Um, let's see. I had a pork rib earlier, y'all. Unfortunately, I can't eat pork like that. I wanted a pork rib so bad, so bad. But y'all, I cannot eat pork. Pork makes me sick as a dog. Okay. You had a sausage biscuit. Come on, sausage biscuit. Did you have a little jelly on it? You cannot have pork, darling. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. I wouldn't be me. I did have a piece of a pork sausage this morning, and I am paying for it, but it's not as bad, of course. It's not as bad, but no more. And the only reason why I finished eating it was because I didn't want it to go bad, and my brother don't eat that type of sausage. Um, Smoked brisket, pork ribs, potato salad, corn on the cob, string beans, and homemade rolls. Sound like we need to be back. Cheryl, you had smoked possum. Did T-Man catch it? Did T-Man catch that possum? Um, what kind of meat Show Enough had in those green beans? Plenty of meats. It was some possum nuts in there. It was some raccoon ass cheeks sticking out. It was some rabbit ears up in there, honey. It was some of Netta's balls was in there. It was just too much. it, it was too much in there. uh Let it go bad if it's going to make you sick. Well, again, it was just a little piece left, and I was like, I ain't finna, baby, food costs too much to be letting it go bad. So I had it with my pancakes earlier. Yeah, I had it with my pancakes earlier because, it was good with the pancakes. So that's how I ate it. Um, but it's not as bad as when I ate them two pork chops, baby. Them two pork chops sent me, baby. I felt like I was going up yonder when I ate them two pork chops, baby. I was over here singing, I'm going up yonder, because that's what it felt like. I ain't gonna hold you. My head was just, boom, 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 boom. It was too much. It was too much. Miss Tracy, hey boo, how you doing? Speaking of, I'm glad you just came in here, Tracy. So I am going to have, this is going to be free. And a lot of people probably would charge and do this, but I'm going to do this for free. On June the 18th, I believe is when it drops. And no one knows that I've been working on this, but yeah, June the 18th, which is a Wednesday, the day before Juneteenth. So I will be dropping a virtual course, and it'll just kind of be for beginner YouTubers on how to make your graphics, how to set up your live streams and different stuff like that. It won't just be like how to use StreamYard. I'm gonna also show y'all how to use this other free program that I used. And again, it's going to be free. I should be charging for it. Most people will be charging for it, but I've been working on it and been working on it for a while. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it, and to whoever needs the link, you'll have something to kind of go by. Because I know that there's a lot of people who want to talk about different topics outside of reality TV. Some people like politics. Some people like scripted TV. Some people like the stuff going on with this Diddy trial, and some people like, watching trials and doing stuff. Some people want to make videos to put on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to show you how to do all of that stuff. And again, it's free, but it doesn't drop until June the 18th. Okay. So it's just something, again, that I've been working on for quite some time. And I just wanted people to have something else to just kind of, because I know people want to start their channels. Sometimes they see the beefs and then they be like, oh my God, y'all beefing. I don't want to start my channel because of the beef and because of this and because of that. But I want you to have the resources so that you can, start making money. I'm no gatekeeper. I am no gatekeeper. So that will be dropping on the 18th. So shout out to Miss Tracy W, because she reminded me of that course. Let me think. I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, and also too, this course will give you so many days on StreamYard for free as well. So that way you can log in, figure out how to work StreamYard, and go from there. Okay. So, what else do I have coming up? I'm still working on the awards. We should be dropping more details about the awards in the next coming weeks. Let's see. With the awards, we're honoring 5 people. T.S. Madison, Melody Cherie. And by the way, T.S. Madison was going to be honored before all of this rigmarole happened. T.S. Madison, Karamo Brown, Candy Burris Tucker, Melody Cherie Rogers, and I feel like I'm missing a person. I am missing somebody. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyway, so oh, your birthday is the 18th of June. Come on, June 18th. About the skunk tenderizer. Not the skunk tenderizer. Hold on, let me go. Y'all is crazy. Let me see. That skunk was already tenderizing when she hit it with it. You know what? Well, yes, Baby Girl 1981. There will still be a way for you to sign up for the course, and you'll get the link, and the course will be yours. To kind of go through and take. I think at the end of one of like the little module things, I was doing a little extra. I added a little quiz up in there because I want to see what y'all gonna do, see how y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's just to help guide you, and then if you need one-on-one help after that, just let me know, and I can find time to set aside in my schedule, and we can get it figured out. But anyway, got a lot of good things coming, y'all. I'm coasting. I'm doing a lot and just trying to do different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're going with it. So shout out to y'all. Now, I must say something, and I'm gonna celebrate. I told y'all one thing about me. I celebrate literally every milestone, because I feel like when you're out here really doing your thing, you're really doing your thing. Now, I was at 14,600 subscribers, but I dropped down 2 subscribers for whatever reason, which is fine. It doesn't matter to me, because I took a screenshot when I hit the 14.6, because I know what some people do. Some people are very petty when they see that you are rising in subscriptions. They'll take their subscriptions away, which is cool. And I wish that there was a feature where you could never bring your ass back over here. However, here's what I'm going to say. I celebrate every milestone. And in my head and in my mind, we made it to the 14,600 mark. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to me. We did it, Joe. We did it. I put this on subscriber only mode, so I figured that some people would subscribe and then unsubscribe after they decided to leave the live, because that's just what people do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. So we're growing, and we're doing the thing. Okay, so make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to make sure you guys subscribe to the other channel, which is DonDon Unfiltered. And yeah, I appreciate all of y'all for the catch apps, the love, the super chat, super stickers, the Zales. I appreciate y'all. When will Wanda be catering those events? Child, hey, girl, who knows? Who knows? Just lost another subscriber. Girl, y'all so bald headed in these bushes. Y'all so bald headed. It's cute though. It's cute though. Cause I guarantee you by tomorrow when I do my Diddy stuff, I'll get those subscribers back. So it is what it is. She probably I gotta go. 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 I cannot. I can't. Anyway, y'all have a good evening. Have a good evening. And again, we'll be live in the morning, right in time for the Diddy trial, because we got to be on time tomorrow. Capricorn Clark is supposed to testify. I think it said some of the security staff or something else was supposed to testify, so we got to start on time tomorrow. Okay. So with that being said, I won't have a morning live, like an early morning live. We'll start right when the trial starts. Okay. With that being said, I will talk to you all tomorrow, and blessings and toodles to you all. Have a good one.